Let us continue to PlayFair cipher. Before I move on to the PlayFair cipher, I actually forgot to mention one important thing about Caesar cipher. That is the formula for that. C is equals to P plus K mod 26. So how this works is, like I said, if my character was E, I have to see the position of E, that is 5. C is equals to 5 plus, what was the cycle I took? That was 3, right? 5 plus 3 mod 26. Okay. So if I see it's 5, 8. Okay, 8 mod 26 nothing but 8 again. So what is that 8? H. So that came here. Okay, that's how the formula works. And if you have to get it back, so what is the actual plain text? Right? Then we will be like P is equals to C minus K. Okay, now C is equals to 8. Okay, P is equals to, we don't know the actual plain text here, like how we knew the value of P here, but we don't know the value now. We only have the cipher text. P is equals to C minus K mod 26. So now what happens? Now P is equals to, what is C? 8. We know that H belongs at the position here, 8, right? So I say 8 minus 3 mod 26. What is 8 minus 3? That is 5. What is 5 mod 26? That's 5 itself, 5 is E. So I got the original letter like that. Okay. So this was all about Caesar cipher, and also told about mono alphabetic cipher. So now we'll move to the next method, that is PlayFair cipher. So PlayFair cipher is very simple and not that different from this Caesar cipher. In Caesar cipher, we will be encrypting one letter at a time. The difference in PlayFair cipher is that we encrypt two letters at the same time using a 5 cross 5 matrix, and we also call it as a diagram. Okay, just a moment. Okay. So here we will be using a 5 cross 5 matrix. Instead of one letter encryption, we encrypt two letters at the same time. Okay. So now how this works? Okay, let me just draw a diagram over here. There are one or two few certain rules which we have to consider while plotting the diagram and considering the plain text. Okay, so here we now see 1 2 3 4 5. I'm just writing this 1 2 3 4 5 for you to means, even if you write like this in exam, it's better because we can determine the exact position, right, row and column. Okay, so now suppose we have to encrypt. Okay, how it works? First, whatever the plain text we have, let us take exam helper as plain text again. Exam, HELPER. Okay, so now what I will do, I will divide this plain text into two letter wala group set. Okay, so it will be like EX is one set, AM 1, HE 1, LP1 and ER1. Okay, let me also take one more plain text example. I'll write it here. Hello. Okay. Now, as you can see here two letters. Okay, if I split this now, I have HE, LL, and then I have O. So now, if you see here, O is solo single, but PlayFair works only when there are two letters as a set. And here LL has repeated 2 times. So for this, what I have to do, instead of writing LL 2 times, I have to put an X, and here LO. Okay. If this was alone, I'll put X. For example, just a and. Okay. If it is and something like that, A N, then DX. Like this, I'll be writing. Okay. This was just for you to understand. Now, this is my what to say, plain text. And now we need a key. In other algorithms, we use a secret key, but here we will use a keyword. Okay, so I have to encrypt this plain text. I'll use the keyword YouTube. YOUTUBE. Now what I have to do is I have to write this keyword over here. YOUT. U has already written repeated, so I won't write U here. I'll write B and E. Okay. Then what will I do? I'll write all the remaining letters. A, B is written, C, D, E is already written, F, G, H, I, J. Okay. I and J will be written together in one box. Why? Because there are 26 alphabets, so you cannot write one outside the box. So you have to merge two alphabets. So we are merging I and J. K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T is written. Oh, I cannot write O, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T is written, U is written, V, W, X, Y. Okay, so somewhere I have repeated word Y, O, U. Y is already read, W, X, Y is not there, already repeated Z. Understood, right? Now what will I do? How will I encrypt? First text EX. I'll see E is at the position. See second row first column. Okay, 2, 1. X is at the position 5, 4. Okay, fifth row, fourth column. So now what I will do? Okay, so there are 3 rules to encrypt. Okay, let me explain each rule one by one. I'll explain over here. So 3 rules. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I need higher ground. First rule is same column. Okay. What is the meaning of this? Suppose my in plain text is TB. Okay, I have to encrypt this by just for an example. Think that you got a letter TB. Okay, so if the plain text is in the same, okay, so this is same row, right? Let me take the example Y and E. Okay, I have to encrypt Y and E. I'll take the TB example for the same row wala rule. Y and E are in the same column. So now what happens? If it is in the same column, it's very simple. E first letter is Y, right? Y will jump to the next location. Okay, see Y is here. Y, instead of Y, I'll write the next letter of the Y, which is next in the sense down. Okay. If it is at the last if suppose my Y was here, I would be taking the first. I'll explain it again. And second letter is E. E will take the J next. You are not actually changing in this table. You are just moving it. So Y's next position is E. So Y becomes E. Then we have E. What is the next letter of E? That is G. So E becomes G. So my encrypted letter will become EG. I know you are confused. So let me give one more example. We'll take Y and S. Okay, Y, S. Now just pause and try to think what will be the encrypted set 2 letters. Now Y and S. What is the next letter of Y? Next to Y, what is there? That is E. And you have see, since it is the same column, we have to talk about same column. Don't go like this or like this, diagonally or row wise. Okay. Next letter to Y is E. So Y becomes E. S is here. What is the next letter to S? That is Y. So S becomes Y. So basically in writing we say that it shifts. Okay, like cycle. Suppose this whole length was like a cycle. If I write here Y, E, G, M, S. My code was Y, E. Y goes here. Instead of Y, I'll write the next letter. E is here. Next, instead of that, I'll write G. We had Y and S. Instead of Y, next I'll write, that is E. If I have S, what is next to S? That is like that I'll be writing. So Y, E becomes ys becomes ey. Okay, that is the same column rule. Now if I talk about same row, same thing happens but in the row wise. Like I said, tb. If my plain text is tb, how will I encrypt? T, instead of T, I'll be writing the next letter to T, that is B. B, instead of B, I'll be writing the next letter. What is there? Nothing there. So I'll come to the first, that is Y. So TB becomes BY. If suppose it is O and U, okay, O and U is my plain text to encrypt. What will it become? Instead of O, I'll write the next letter, that is U. Instead of U, I'll write the next letter, that is T. So this is the same row rule, okay. I hope this explanation is very easy for you to understand. We'll take one complete example also. You have an exam helper on YouTube. Then third rule is rectangle rule, okay. Rectangle rule. What happens? See, if it is not in the same row and not in the same column. Let us take an example. Let us take E and R, or shall we take Y and Z? Okay, we'll take Y and Z. They are in the exact corner, and we'll take A and Q as well. Okay, Y, Z, one example, A, Q. Suppose we had a plain text of a set of Y and Z. So what I'll do? First, I'll take the coordinates of Y. Y is at 1, 1. Z is at 5, 5. So now first letter is Y. Okay, then second letter is Z. So first what I'll do? I'll go with the Y's row. Okay, I'll go with Y's row, but Z's columns. So that is what? 1, 5. Okay, what is that 1, 5? That is B. So it becomes B. Then I will go with Z's row and Y's column. That is nothing but 5, 1. What is that? S. So basically, in simple terms, we have to explain. If you have Y and Z, what will happen? We will replace this with the diagonals, other corner. So rectangle is nothing but you will always have 4 corners, right? If your letter is here and here, then you will use this and this. You won't have, if it is in same corners, then it is a column rule or row rule. Same column, same row. If it is in the corner like Y and Z, instead of Y, first letter, which is first letter, that row you will be taking, considering first. Let us understand from AQ, A and Q. What will happen? Directly, I don't have to apply the rule. Directly, A and Q, D and N. If you see again, that is 2, 2 and this is 4, 4. So first letter will be 2, 4, that is D. Then like second letter will be 4, 2, that is N. It's very simple, right? Okay, very good. We understood the concept, all the 3 rules. Now, before we move next, I want you to like and subscribe if you are new. But please man, like it. So now YouTube is the keyword exam helper. The rule is to never repeat a letter. If it is repeated, do not write the next letter and move on. EX. Okay. How you have to do? You have to write step 1. Write EX. So locate E, locate X. Then write the rule. Which rule it is? Rectangle rule. Okay, just write R. Then write the position of E. What is E position? E 2, 2. What is the position of X? X 5, 4. X 5, 4. From this you can make 2, 4 and 5, 2. Okay, so it is rectangle rule, simple. So X will become what? E is column E is row, X column. So that is nothing but D. Also write the position of D. That is what? 2, 4. Then the other letter is what? S. S, right? What is the position of S? It is 5, 1. Fifth row, first column. Understood? So you got the then rewrite the encrypted message is DS for EX. Similarly, we'll do for AM. Where is A? A is here. Where is M? M is here. Rectangle rule. See, A is here, M is here. What will the first letter will consider? A is row itself and then M's column. That is E. Okay, so I'll write. Let me write here. Over. Same step we have to write. Okay, AM. Right, with the rule we have to apply, write the locations, then from that desired location we got this location, hence the encrypted message is for AM, that is AM, EN, okay, EN, HE, where is HE, HE, AG, very simple, LP, where is L, L, where is P, P, so I'll write what, IJ, either, see I will write I or J, okay. Then what is the next letter? R. So you don't write I or J like that. Either write IP or JP. Okay, what's the last letter? ER. Because no matter what you consider, you automatically will end up here, right? Because the location, the main thing here, the location of I and J position is both 3, 3, so ER, here is E here, R here. So I will write FM. So in this keyword, we did, plain text, we did not have any letter coming in the same row or same column. All were in the rectangle, fell on the rectangle row. So from this, we understood that how easy is this PlayFair cipher. And talking about the statistics and mathematical terms, 26 letters are there, and 26 letters can be written in into 26 times ways. Okay, so 26 into 26, what's the number? It's 676. Am I right? Yeah, it's 676. So these many number of diagrams we can create, because it's just rearranged. No letter will be repeated. So no matter what the keyword is, it can be rearranged in 676 times. And then 26 are the alphabet. Okay, separately we say 26 are the alphabet. So this is, it provides this type of encryption. It's very difficult. We spoke about frequency analysis, right, where we try to predict how many times the number has repeated. A letter has repeated, how many times it is repeated. We'll write the percentage and we'll predict. That thing is flat on here. You cannot do that. It's not that possible, because you won't get those big spiky numbers if you put a graph. So for that Caesar cipher, you will have like this for one letter, like this, like this. Okay, but in PlayFair cipher, it will be like like slow. It's very negligible. It's not like you will consider that graph. Okay, so one more thing, yeah. The major problem over here is that looking at the diagram, suppose you have 100 ciphertext, in the sense what? If you have this set, okay, we did not write the final thing here. Let me write it. So it will be D S E N A G. I'll use only I. Okay, I P E R F M. You can, if you want good marks, you can write R, and instead of I, you just replace with J. Okay, that's it. So here, if you have such ciphertext like 100 or 200, from this you will be trying, looking at the diagram, something, you will create a diagram and you will understand, and that's how you crack this PlayFair cipher. Okay, so that's the only way you try to crack it, and there is no other way, like just with the help of diagram itself, they'll predict it. If they crack one plain text, and then it's easy for them to place those words and understand the keyword like that. And again, you have to repeat the same things over here, telling that no matter what, the keyword shouldn't be known to the other person, and you have to always share this keyword with trust to the other user, using via third party or trusted courier, something like that, or personal hand delivered USB drive, like that. Okay, so that's how you share the keyword. If the hacker get to know of that keyword, then it's very easy. He can place, and you will understand each and every thing you send to other person. So this was one of the methods, and very quite easy, right? It was most, compared to, even though Caesar cipher is the most easiest one, but still compared to that, this also looks very easy. So I hope you understood. We'll see in the next video, in which we'll be talking about his cipher.